Hi everyone, my name is Arnika. I'm an early childhood educator, and today we're going to be talking about positive child guidance techniques. And today the topic we're going to be talking on is taking turns. Not sharing, but taking turns. So I know in the last couple of decades, the phrase about sharing is caring is very popular, and I hear it so many times wherever I go. The parents will ask the child, can you share your toy? Sharing is caring. You do care about your friend, right? So why don't you share your toy? You know it's not nice not to share. Please share. And they will force their child to share. Some child are very, very nice and will share really willingly. Some child will put up a fight. And I'm gonna tell you the reason behind we don't do a lot of sharing inside the classroom. We do share, but turn taking is first. All right. So I'll give you a scenario. So here we have Johnny and I have Johnny and Tommy. Easy. So Johnny and Tommy. So Johnny is playing with a toy. So let me find a toy. So Johnny is playing with a train, and he only had this train for about 5 seconds. He just went into the classroom, pulled out a bin and grabbed this toy, and he was just playing with it for 5 seconds. And along comes Tommy, who saw this toy, and he also wanted this toy. So what he do? He approached Johnny and grabbed the toy away from him and wanted to play with it. Now, we have Johnny who's upset, and we also have Tommy who's upset because now it becomes polling. It becomes who's the strongest survive, who's gonna be able to grab this toy first, and who's the strongest. So unfortunately, in the classroom, and I know it happens in this world too, we have a tendency to cater or to support the child who's screaming the loudest, who's crying the hardest, and who seems like they're the victim in the situation. So let's just say in this scenario, I have Tommy who's crying the loudest and the hardest. So of course we'll say, Tommy, we approach with conflict resolution technique, approach them very calmly, identify their emotions. Can you tell me what happened? And Johnny will tell me, of course, very simply, he's not sharing his toy. He's not sharing. And Tommy, poor thing, it's like, well, I only have this toy for a couple of minutes. And then the parents will say, well, yeah, but sharing is caring. Why are you not sharing with Tommy over here? Now, but when you look at it, how fair it is for Johnny that he'll only play with the toys a little bit. And the parents are just saying, this you need to share. And that's not fair, right? Now, I'm gonna go back a little bit. We do not live in a society that promotes this kind of behavior. We live in a democratic society. As a matter of fact, a lot of family, a lot of individuals are trying to escape from a society that promotes what's yours is mine. You understand what I'm saying, right? Our society do not promote that. And you know what I'm talking about. So once again, in this kind of scenario, the proper way to approach is you ask the child what had happened, and we would say, who has this toy first? So if Johnny has this toy first, then what we need to say to Tommy is, I am so sorry, but Johnny has this toy first. So what you need to do to say to Johnny is, may I play with you? And if Johnny's answer is, no, I want to play by myself, we need to ask Tommy to go find another toy to play. All right? And then we can also encourage Tommy to say, if Johnny is saying, no, I don't want to play with you, he can also follow up saying, can you let me know when you're done? Can you let me know when it's my turn? So that is the appropriate way. All right? So once again, we don't promote forced sharing. We need to always ask, who has the toy first? There are times that you don't know who has the toy first, then you just have to use your best judgment and you have to involve the class. All right? Or you can just take the toy away for a little bit. Sometimes we do that too. All right? And we just say, you know what? I'm gonna take this toy away till you two can figure it out. All right, but anyway, go back to force sharing. So we do not force sharing. Force sharing is not a healthy way. So we usually ask the other child to go up and say, you know what, may I play with you? If the answer is no, we direct them to another toy, or ask the other child to follow up saying, can you let me know when you're done? I would like to play with this toy. All right, now we're gonna go into a couple scenarios that could happen. All right, one scenario is Johnny can be a prick. and purposely not to share and make his friends miserable. You do have children who like that. They're just very resentful. They're like, you know what? I will make sure you are not going to play with this toy all day long. And they would play with it for like an hour and on. So we would encourage Tommy to go up to Johnny again and ask, is it my turn yet? Am I allowed? Can I play with it now? Or may I play with you? It's different questions. And if Johnny keep insisting that no, I'm not ready to play with you, and no, I don't want to give up my toy, normally as a teacher, what we would do is we would use reverse psychology. So I would make sure that I would pay a lot of attention to Tommy. As a matter of fact, I would pull out some other toys and play with Tommy and make it very fun. In a way, is I'm trying to make Johnny feel left out because now we're having fun and he's not having fun. You understand what I'm saying, right? So when you do that, 100% of the time, the other child, Johnny, will come over very fast and surrender his toy and say that, oh, I don't want to play with this right now. Now you can have it. And then turn to me and say, can I play with you? All right? So of course I would say yes. As a matter of fact, I would turn to Tommy and I would say, Tommy, Johnny is finished playing with the toy now. Would you like to play by yourself or would you like to play together with him? And I will offer him that choice and see what he will say. Some children, there's always two answers. Some children would say, okay, they want to play by themselves. And the other child would say, oh, I want to play together. So of course, what I would normally promote is togetherness. And then when they do play together, and I would say, see, Johnny and Tommy, how wonderful is it that we are sharing? Because when we're sharing, now we have more toys to play with. All right, do you understand what I'm trying to get here is voluntary sharing, letting the child know that when we pour our resources together, we become more powerful, we have more fun versus when they're by themselves. All right? So once again, we don't promote forced sharing, we promote volunteer sharing. So we're not promoting what's yours is also mine. We promote turn taking. All right? So you just have to use a little bit of reverse psychology sometimes, but always remind a child, isn't it wonderful that we're sharing this together, what we have. We're sharing what we have because when we're all pouring out what we have, we become stronger. And this is how the society is. All of us together, we are giving a little bit of what we have. Ultimately, we become strong as a society. All right? Not taking away from what other people have to make ourselves strong. We don't live in that kind of society. Remember, we're democratic and that's how it rolls. Okay? Take care. And if you have any question, please let me know. All right?